Hey man, say man, welcome back man. Vibes versus baby, something new for you today, man. Just get on a few topics, man, to get y'all in on a few things, man. Like, you know, some things I think they be missing, man. Some things that be going down in their prison system on that motherfucking commissary. Commissary is necessary. You heard me? Commissary is necessary. For people that don't understand that commissary down there in TDCJ, when I was down there, when I started out, it was $60. So we had to do the best we could do with $60, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you if you can't make $60 work, man, say you out of there. But you can go store every 2 weeks if you don't spend over the $60. See what I'm saying? If you spend over the $60, that's where the struggle began. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things go on with that commissary. You know what I'm saying? And when it's going on with that commissary, it's going down. The Zuzus and Wham Whams, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they trying to get it. Number one on the top of the list, man, for most people in that TDCJ, man. I don't even think they even do it. I don't even think they even sell coffee no more in TDC. From my understanding, they don't do a whole lot of stuff no more. So commissary, when y'all sending money to y'all relatives, and they saying, man, hey man, I need this, I need that. You know what I'm saying? They do. They need it. A lot of them don't. Because if you send your people over $100 a month to TDC, it's two things going on. He either got a habit. Yes, I said habit. They still got, the drug use in TDC. If you name it, they can get it. You know what I'm saying? But you got a habit. It ain't necessarily even got to be drugs. You got to do is they got a habit on just coffee. You know what I'm saying? That was a habit in there back then. You know what I'm saying? It was a habit. So a lot of things that they say they want and need, they really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. I survived 24 years and I barely made commissary. Yeah, I'm one of those, man. I'm one of those. I was broke down there, man. I had to figure it out. I had to learn how to hustle in TDC. You know what I'm saying? So when the lights go off, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean, it's time to rack it up. I just got to turn my lights back on over here. You know what I'm saying? But when you indulging in that TDC lifestyle out here in these streets and you don't know you indulging in it, hey man, you in for a rude awakening. Cause your bag ain't no bigger than nobody else's bag in this system. And I'm just keeping it 1,000. Nigga, I had 2 suits in that motherfucking locker. 2 suits. You know what I'm saying? Like Finesse said, no mirror. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. And go to the day room around people that had way more than me. Just in their cell, but when they came to the day room, they was just like me. They just happened to have some chips, some cookies, you know what I'm saying, some soda waters, some honey buns, nutty bars, and all that old snack and shit going on, you know what I'm saying, until spread time come, and I know y'all hit through them spreads, man. Y'all know them spreads, that's the shit up in TDC. Yeah, the spread gang, you know what I'm saying, so, whatever you can think about, we get it. Yeah. Pickles, peppers, onions, you name it, you know what I'm saying? We gonna put it together, you know what I'm saying? Down to the tuna spread, the chili spread, you know what I'm saying? We just do our thing when we live in there in TDC. But it's an environment that y'all think would be real, like rugged. Sometimes they do, you know what I'm saying? Why I say it's day room time. You know what I'm saying? We in the day room. We waiting for the man to come. I'm talking about, man, they used to be jocking. I'm talking, man, commissary don't open till 7:30 in the morning, 6:30, something like that. Man, boys outside on the red yard, walking the hallway with passes to go to the infirmary and all this just to jump in the front of the line. This how bad it was just to get in that commissary in that store. Because if they ran out of coffee or they ran out of chips or they ran out of cookies or they ran out of any of that stuff, man, there was a main supplement to these cats at the TDC. Hey, man, you about to be rich because you can go 2 for 1. You know what I'm saying? Ride corn chips. Hey, man, they love them corn chips and them sprays, man. Get what they gonna do. 2 for 1. You know what I'm saying? You want a coffee? 2 for 1. I had a kid holler at me one time, I forgot, man. I always remember his name. But he see me, he say, hey, man, I remember you. I said, what? I'm downtown. I'm riding a little old spree, little thing. He said, hey, man, you 2 for 1 man, man. I'm like, 2 for 1? I said, what you tell me? He said, man, I was locked up with you over there on the so-and-so unit. What? I like, for real? He like, yeah. I said, yeah, that was me, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, boy, you used to look out. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, man, you know, I'm keep it respectful, bro. I'm going to keep it there jug good. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, back to the penitentiary, man, the day room. Man say, they going to call one time. Commissary, whatever section you on, you had 3 sections on one part. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what that is, you know, it's like one big old area. You know what I'm saying? It's separated into 3 different sections. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these cells on this one section, then you got this on 2 sections, you got 3 sections. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like 84 cells all together on that one part. So you got everybody on these 3 sections. Everybody. You got 84 cells. So if everybody go in the cell, you add it up. You tell me how many people try to go to this one commissary today. But it's a building. And on this building, you got 4 pods. A pod, B pod, C pod, and D pod on mini custody side. This over there where trustees, people work in the kitchen, you know, warden boys, exercise, you know, all that old cleanup crew, you know, you name it. You know, they work in the garment factory, making clothes, all this. They ain't going to work. They in that commissary line. They done ask their boss, man, hey, man, let me get in the line. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't been to commissary. Some of them ain't been to commissary in a minute, and some of them being dead. Dead. You know what I'm saying? The whole spin going to somebody else. Because, this, you know, betting against them Cowboys. Yeah, one of them betting against them Cowboys, going broke. And it don't be the Cowboy fan that be going broke. It be the one that be going against them boys. You hear me? Yeah, but, you know, it's a luxury. First of all, it's a luxury. You know what I'm saying? And it's a privilege. It's not a given in there. It's a privilege. You got to earn all that. You don't get radios and fans and none of that until you earn it. When you go in, you got the right line, class, status, and all that right there. You better get it off the top. You better get it off the top. Because if you don't get it off the top, man, no telling what you going to get into when you hit them old dirty paws, man, with them dirt divers, them booty bandits, them killers. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going to go down. So if you one of them cats that didn't have no money and you couldn't make no commissary right off the top, you know what I'm saying? You had to go to the unit, wait 2-3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? You had to tell your people where you was at, what units you at, you know what I'm saying? So now you got 3 days for it to get there. Hopefully they sent it out this same night. Because sometimes they mail call, they come through and they get everybody's mail on your whole unit and put it in one room, you know what I'm saying? And they got to go through that mail. So if they going through that mail, you know, you sitting back anxious, waiting to see if auntie, mama, granny, sister, somebody, partner, whoever gonna send you some change, man, for you can go down here and do the thing you need to do, you know what I'm saying? But you can survive in that place without actually going to commissary. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And if anybody tell you anything different, they wasn't real hustlers, man. Cause I see some people make some nothing out of something, and I'm one of them. I'm talking about, bro, I ain't have nothing. I'm telling you, 2 soups in the locker. And I bust that soup down with one of my partners. We'll eat it dry. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? They got some slop in the child house, man. You know, I'm going all the way back to the Vita Pro days, man. I think they even banned that. You know what I'm saying? So the conditions they're eating in there, say, man, you wouldn't believe what they feed them people in there, man. You wouldn't believe what we didn't eat up in there. Be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Them people feeding stuff down there, man. I'm talking force feeding you. Anybody know about the Vita Pro? Boy, I was eating food loaves. I'm going with the food loaf. If y'all know what the food loaf is, it's a piece of cornbread. Literally, cornbread. With the peas, whatever the main course was, it's inside of this cornbread. But if you was eating the Vita Pro was consistently of like slop, bro. It was like slop, literally. They'll put it on top of rice, you know, sometimes they'll just give you 2 biscuits in Vita Pro. And back then, they called it, you know, outside of what we really knew was shit on the shank of wood, you know what I'm saying? It was gravy and meat. Real gravy and meat. You know, I worked in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? So at that time I didn't. I was in the ag city, but you know, I had to fight a lot of people because I couldn't go to commissary. And then people tell you, oh, he getting his 3 hots. Yeah, they right. He getting fed 3 days. They giving you 3 meals. It's just that if you want to go get it or not. And so here we go with that. So if you picky eaters, or you want to go to Weave Chicken, or you want to go pull up at Bun B Burgers, you know what I'm saying? You want to go pull up at Turkey Leg Hut. Ain't no Turkey Leg Hut up in there. Ain't no Pizza Hut, McDonald's, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know how to make burgers on your bunk. You know how to get some grill patties from the kitchen, from me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, boy, you ain't got nothing coming. Closed custody. G5, I think they would call it. You know what I'm saying? G5, you dead. You out of there. You dumpster juice. Real talk. You dumpster juice. G5, you out of there. You out of there. You probably don't make $20, $30 commissary. You know what I'm saying? Everything going up in that place since I've been gone. You know what I'm saying? A soup was 25 cents. Now I think they say a soup $1 or something. Woo! The economy get bad, the chicks lays y'all jacking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey man, the cost of living is high everywhere, even in prison. So everybody sitting there under the TDC to their brothers, sisters, cousins. Be careful, man. Be careful with how much you'll go broke sending your brother a whole bunch of money that he don't even need. He down there getting into some stuff he ain't got no business getting into. None. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you sending your people more than $200 in 90 days, $200 in 90 days, they doing way more than doing their time. You hear me? They doing way more than doing their time and going down there and get the necessary product to eat. And don't be surprised. A lot of these cats wouldn't stand up like they portray they be because they were breaking somebody else when they came from that commissary. That's the other side of the commissary that they don't want to tell you. A lot of cats don't want to make commissary. You got cats in there that got money on their books and would not go to commissary and spend more than a honey bun, a ice cream, some toothpaste, some deodorant, and pen, pad, paper, and stamps. And the man got thousands of dollars on his book, but he's scared. He's scared. He's not gonna go in there and talk to them people and they see this boy coming out through here like Santa Claus. He got all the tricks in the bag and all. And you can't fight? Guess who you worried about? Me? Yeah. Yeah. This the OG now, lady. If I don't get it now, I'm gonna get it later, man. If I don't talk you up out of it, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, that's the life we were forced on. So I was, let's be real. I didn't did my little share of mischief. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a bully. I wasn't just down there taking nothing from nobody. But I have took something. You know what I'm saying? Got into a few fights behind taking something. You know what I'm saying? But it went down and boiled down to I couldn't make commissary. So how do we relate that to the world? It's the same thing, man. So why take the chances of going to TDC to manipulate yourself again to continue doing the same thing that you were doing outside in the free world? Now, is that a smart decision? So shout out to my boys that's out here, man, that's doing what they supposed to do and standing up on grown man business, being fathers, being pawpaws, being good husbands. You know what I'm saying? The ones that have been down that road and understand, man, I didn't always have a chance to go in there and open up the icebox and give me something cold to drink when it's 110 degrees outside and I'm in a box because I couldn't make commissary, bro. Looking over here, Marcelli, he got chips, cookies, soda water, all that. Then you be on your pride sometimes. They'll offer you something, you know what I'm saying, knowing, you know, Marcelli ain't doing good, man. You know, I know he on his back, bro. He ain't got that much help out there in society, you know what I'm saying? They break bread with you, you know what I'm saying? I had a few partners, man, that I really got a lot of love for. I'm talking about like my bro, you know what I'm saying? They call him Q-Ball. You know Q-Ball. I'm gonna put his alias Ace out there, you know what I'm saying? Blood gang, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy. That was my deuce in prison, you know what I'm saying? If you know, I'm a crib, he was a blood. But hey, man, we kept it 1,000. I'm talking about he kept it 1,000 with me more than most crib niggas did. And I'm gonna put that on record, you know what I'm saying? Now, for real, when I was starving, a blood fed me with his commissary that his mom was blessing him with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have a dime. People didn't look at me no different. You know what I'm saying? I was just one of the ones that didn't have no money. You see what I'm saying? But where all that come from? All that come from where it started from. It started from, hey man, unfortunately, we come from families that really didn't have that type of money. And the money that they did have, they had to support themselves. They had to pay their bills. They had to pay their car notes. They had to pay their rent. They had to take care of your brother, your little sister. All of them that's going to school and trying to keep your mom them trying to get them to grow up to not be, you know, like you. Not saying, oh, you know, this the bad one, because, you know, you can always turn around and be a great person. Because we make mistakes don't mean that we can't rebound and become a good person in society. They might not lie, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, they judgmental. You're an ex-convict, you know what I'm saying, you fit this criteria. So it's even more harder. So for all my fellows and all the ones that's blind and green to this TDC commissary, it can make you or break you in TDC. So be careful of how much money you send that motherfucking me boy of yours, because he might not be able to protect it. On that note, they racking up, man. Day room time over. Peace, man. Catch y'all on the next stuff, man. Vibes and verses in the building.